What's going on, guys? Quinn69 here. How you guys doing? Today I'm going to bring you guys a video on 2.2 monks. Kind of like what's going on. It's only day one of the PTR. Obviously things are subject to change. This is the 2.2 PTR, so this is most likely going to be coming out for Season 3. Just a quick footnote or warning here. The PTR, they reworked the file system in the PTR. Something didn't go very well, and everyone's experiencing a lot of FPS lag. So you can see how it kind of looks a little bit jerky, and throughout some of the clips you're going to look at, it is going to be a little bit of, there's going to be a bit of FPS lag, and that's not due to like my bad computer or a bad connection. That is just because something went wrong there. But it doesn't matter, you can still test all the stuff, and that's what I've been doing for the whole day today. I've actually just finished like a 14-hour stream today, and I just wanted to get it out there. Can I show you, my YouTube bros, what's going on in 2.2 right now with monks? So right now, I'm just testing out the new Raiment set. If you guys don't know, monks lightning set, the Raiment of the Thousand Storms, has been completely reworked. It's been completely reworked. And I'm only using 2 set right now. What the 2 set does is it increases your attack speed of your generators by 25%. That's a 25% multiplier. It's not just additive attack speed. It multiplies by 25%, okay? Then, and it also increases the damage of your generators by 500%. That's 500% additive damage. Not as good as I would like it. I was hoping it's going to be a, like a 6 multiplier, but it's actually just a 500% additive damage. Like, it's like wearing depth diggers, and they say the depth diggers were 500%. So it means it doesn't scale that well with damage talents from monks and stuff. But what I did instead was I stacked attack speed multipliers. So we've got alacrity, we've got seize the initiative, we're using a flying dragon, and I've got a Marinate. It's a level 1 Marinate. All the gear I'm using is quite unoptimized. I'm pretty sure the build I'm playing right now could literally get you into 50s. I mean, it's really dumb, because with all the crazy attack speed and the crazy damage, I've also comboed it with a new ring. They've added a new ring. I don't know if this is going to stay like this. It seems really quite broken. It's going to make Unity look like a piece of crap. What this new ring does is every time you spend resource, it reduces one of your abilities, just one of your abilities, by 1 second. So you can see here, if you look at my Serenity, just have a gaze at that Serenity right there. See how my Serenity is kind of jerking around? It's going jerk, 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 and it's back up, and it's overlapping by a huge amount. And you could use that. I was testing this out with a few abilities, and it pretty much gives you infinite uptime of, like, it gives me 100% uptime of Epiphany, or, like, whatever, with, like, hardly any cooldown reduction. Right now, I'm not even stacking, I'm at, like, 40%, 50% cooldown reduction, and I'm easily able to keep up 100% uptime Serenity, which means I'm permanently immune to damage, while I'm still maintaining, a really, really huge amount of sheet DPS. So this combination is pretty damn broken. And then I've also got another ring on. This is another ring. There's another ring called the Broken Promises, I believe. And this ring here, every time you do not crit 5 times in a row, it increases your crit chance by 100% for 3 seconds, I believe. But I've got so much attack speed, and I've literally taken all the crit off my gear. So I have 5 crit. That's the base crit you start off with, right? And I've got so much attack speed that it has like 98% uptime. So I have 100% crit for like 98 to 99% of the time. So it's kind of crazy. So you can imagine, then you've got 100% crit, so you just stack crit damage. I mean, you look at my crits, it's just insane. The gear I'm using is pretty mediocre, but have a look at my sheet here. I actually managed to, later on, I actually optimize this even further, and I'm sitting at like 10, 11 million sheet DPS. I think this build here, if nothing changes, is going to be really, really stupidly overpowered. Monks will be gods. They will be gods. But I'm assuming the cooldown reduction ring, definitely, the cooldown reduction ring is most likely, I think just look at my Serenity uptime, it's just crazy. I think if any ring is going to get changed, it's going to be the cooldown reduction ring that I'm using right now, because it has so much synergy. You could use this with barbarians. You could have permanent, whatever, you could have permanent, like, barbarian, like, Epiphany, whatever the hell it's called. You could use it with demon hunters. You can use it with... This gem has a lot of potential. Stacking, cool, like, just without being able to stack damage while having, like, permanent immunity It's kind of dumb. Like, I was just testing the build, and it actually ranked up. But anyway, that's one of the builds I wanted to show you guys, which is really crazy. This is the new 6-piece of inners. I'm going to come back to Samwuku Monk. I'm going to come back to the to the Raiment of the Thousand Storms in a little bit. I just wanted to show you that build first, just to keep you guys hooked. This is the new inners changes. So if you guys don't know, they've reworked the 2 set of inners. So what inners does now? Is so the 2 set increases the effectiveness of your base mantra effect. So that means if you've got inners set on, so if you've got the 4-piece on, that means you get 40% aura resist. That means you get, double the amount of healing. So I think it's like 30k healing from like mantra of healing. Your mantra of retribution does like a little bit more damage. It's a crap mantra. And your mantra of conviction gives you 20% damage, which is really, really strong. And you can also just use 2-piece inners by itself, like I was using before with that other setup, and it means you can just double the effectiveness of the base effect of the mantra. That's at the moment it's not doubling the runes, it's only doubling the base effect, which is kind of lame. So you can't like use the dodge rune and then double the dodge, so you get 35 times 2 dodge. That would be kind of overpowered. But hopefully maybe they will make that change. If they do, inner set is gonna be godly. The amount of combinations you could make with being able to double passive effects, and also the 6-piece has been changed. Have a look at this. The 6-piece has also been changed here. So what the 6-piece does, it makes your mystic allies, it turns them into sentries. So have a look here. See, I'm just attacking the air. See my sentries? They're putting up exploding palm because I'm spamming exploding palm. It's kind of like little mini sentries, but for monks. So we're like a little demon hunter monk thing now. Look, you can see here, I'm actually putting up exploding palm without being there. It doesn't go for I don't know if it's either not scaling with some Wukus, or the mystic allies have a reduced base damage, so they don't scale that well. Still critting for like 170 million EPs, like with my little mini monks here. So you can see I'm not attacking at all. This is just me using I'm just manually making that. I'm just attacking the air to make my little guys attack. Yeah, I'm just attacking the air. I'm not attacking any mobs. This is purely my little mystic allies, and they are actually soloing content. I think they're a little bit undertuned right now. Hopefully Blizzard will buff them, because currently it's not really worth picking up 6-piece Samwuku, as you can just kind of, use a furnace or something instead, or because you had to get this to use 6-piece. To use 6-piece inners. Sorry, to use 6-piece inners, that means you have to use either a weapon or you can't use 4-set Samwuku. And obviously inners has a lot of synergy with Samwuku set, so you want to be able to use 6-piece inners with 4-piece Samwuku. So that's a dream. So yeah, I think they need to buff the 6-set a little bit. It's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. But this is the Raiment. This is the Raiment changes. This is the Raiment 4 and 6 set here. So this is like I call this the Raikor Monk. This is the Raikor Monk, guys. I called it the Raikor Monk because that's pretty much what it is. What the 4-piece does now. What the 4-piece does is it makes your dash now for 5,000% weapon damage, right? So the base dash weapon damage is increased to 5,000% weapon damage, okay? This scales with dashing strike skill damage, so you can get like, 15% on shoulders, 15% on chest. You could get it on like a monk Diablo as well, but right now I'm using a furnace. So the 4 set increases it to 5,000% weapon damage, which is pretty crazy. And then the 5 set, you're wondering, wait a minute, how are you spamming it if you're not using a jawbreaker? You're not using anything special, you're not stacking cooldown action. Why is the cooldown not going down here? That is because of the 6-piece. The 6-piece, what the 6-piece does, it makes dash cost 50 spirit. That also scales with resource cost reduction and stuff, so you can imagine you can get like a bit of RCR. And what I'm using right now is I'm using the overpowered cooldown reduction ring. So I'm using the overpowered cooldown reduction ring to just have 100% uptime epiphany. So I've just got permanent insight. So I've got enough spirit to just spam my little dash. I'm gonna spam it. You can see that. You can see like it's going for up to 700 million damage, and that's with unoptimized gear. I'm not even using that much skill damage, and I've got like a 4K furnace on. It's not really that optimized. I'm sure you could get this over 1 billion without too much effort. With like decent gear, you could get your crits going for over 1 billion damage. And it's kind of like a Raikor Monk. The gameplay, a lot of people on my stream were like, eee, what is this gameplay? It's complete Taint. I also tried comboing it with Gundo gears, and so this is exploding palm without Samwuku set. It's okay, definitely is okay, but it's no Samwuku exploding palm, you know, explosion. But you can see here, it does go for quite a lot. The lag makes it a little bit hard to play. Not gonna lie. And of course, Samwuku set is also, this is something else to note, guys. One last thing before I'm gonna end here. Samwuku set has got 2 more pieces. It's got 2 more pieces, and they haven't added it in. There's Samwuku chest and Samwuku pants. So they haven't actually added that in yet. So they haven't added in what it's gonna do. I am pretty excited. I don't know what they're gonna do there. You know, it potentially could be awesome. But the second they update that, obviously make a YouTube guide, well, YouTube video, not a guide, just explaining to you guys what the Samwuku 6 piece is and what it does. But otherwise, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little, I just wanted to give you guys an overview of, like, my first day of the PTR, what I kind of thought of it, kind of just showing you what the new sets do, so you can see the game footage. I'm sorry it was a little bit laggy, it's just the PTR's got some bug there now, where it's kind of, the FPS is kind of bad. But otherwise, guys, peace out from me, I flip and love you guys.